Starting YouTube over 40 and wondering why your channel isn't growing? You might be making one of a few classic mistakes that ends up turning a good idea into a total gremlin mess. But don't worry, just like in the movie Gremlins, if you follow the rules, everything stays cute and manageable. Break the rules? Chaos, carnage, YouTube burnout. Today, I'm showing you how to avoid the dumb mistakes that sabotage most beginner creators, especially if they're over 40, so that you can grow your channel without turning it into Stripe on a sugar rush. This is the YouTube survival guide I wish someone had handed me when I was starting out, especially if you're the type of creator that I used to be. Posting without a plan, getting buried by the algorithm, or thinking that more uploads automatically equals more growth. Hint, this is not always the case. So, you want to do better than me when I launched the first of my YouTube channels? Probably. Good God. So let's keep your YouTube mogwai of a channel adorable and thriving and not feed it after midnight, if you know what I mean. Remember the 3 rules of caring for a mogwai in the movie Gremlins? 1, don't expose it to bright light. 2, don't get it wet. 3, never feed it after midnight. Those weren't suggestions. They were the difference between peace and total disaster. YouTube is very much the same. There are a few foundational rules you need to follow, especially if you're over 40 and just getting started. Break these rules and your well-meaning YouTube plan might go sideways real fast. To avoid that possibility, I give you Action Step 1, build your real-life format. This week I want to have you design a format that fits you, not the YouTube algorithms crawling the platform. Plus, that is what the algorithms really want, by the way. You being unique and working a creator format that is uniquely yours. Here's how you do exactly that. 1, ask yourself, what type of content could I make on my most tired day and still feel proud of? Talking head, walk and talk, screen share, story time. 2, set a time limit. Cap it at 10 minutes max. Why? Because if it's sustainable, it becomes repeatable. 3, build your minimum viable video template. Here's some examples. A 10-second hook, 2 quick points, 1 story or takeaway, 1 simple call to action. That's it. Don't build it for your best day. Build it for your real life. And the minute your format fits your schedule instead of fighting it, that's when consistency becomes automatic. That's when your channel stops feeling like a grind and starts feeling like your voice finally has a home. So before we get into the mistakes to avoid, let's start with this retro renegade creator maxim. Your format is your freedom. Lock that in and everything else gets easier in comparison. Let's break down the top 3 dumb mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1, posting without a purpose, aka getting your mogwai wet. You think the more uploads, the better. But if your videos are random, off-topic, or unfocused, you're multiplying content that confuses the algorithms that crawl YouTube as a platform. The algorithms each have their own purpose, but they're all crawling your content subjectively, the content you create itself, and objectively. Things like titles, thumbnails, tags, and keyword-rich without keyword stuff, videoed descriptions, or show notes. If you don't understand the principle of staying on task with your video topics, instead of serving YouTube's AI a nice clear glass of water to drink and draw digital conclusions from, well, you're serving it up a muddy mess. No wonder you're stuck in zero-view Hades. Fix for mistake number 1. Pick one niche and stick with it. Every upload should serve your ideal viewer, not just scratch your super random creative itches that have no causal connection or nexus to one another. Avoid the variety channel concept. Also, it does not work because it confuses YouTube. A confused YouTube AI means less, if any, success on the platform. Mistake number 2, bad thumbnails and titles, aka bright light, bright light. Your content might be solid, but your title doesn't involve clicks. Your thumbnail looks like it was lit by a microwave. It's cluttered and confused. It fails the YouTube thumbnail best practices. It's ineffective when people see it via cell phone, which most humans on planet Earth are doing. Not good. Fix for mistake number 2. Have bright, clean thumbnails. Not too many words on the thumbnail. Not too many elements. Use titles and/or imagery that clearly explain the value of the video. Spark curiosity without being all cryptic. Think of it as putting Gizmo in the right light. Safe, but compelling. Mistake number 3. Off-niche rambles, aka feeding after midnight. Posting rants, random reaction videos, or content that doesn't match your niche and what they're primarily wanting from creators like you, well, you're feeding your channel something it just can't digest properly. Fix for mistake number 3, stay on theme. YouTube's algorithms reward clarity. Feed it the same type of content repeatedly until YouTube knows exactly who to send your videos to. This is my content trifecta concept. Subjectively, what you bake into your content as you create it, and objectively, titles, thumbnails, tags, keywords, and descriptions, they need to make it clear who this video is for, what this video is about, and why that particular person needs to see this video. What's the real world benefit they're trying to extract from the video to use it in the real world. YouTube's AI then cross-hatches all of this data together and overlays it over content consumers' recent watch history to make detailed decisions about where to suggest each particular video out to new viewers. Boom goes the dynamite. Here's the moment of truth, friend. You can avoid every mistake we're covering, but if you're still waiting to feel ready, still chasing a perfect first video, or still comparing yourself to people who have posted 300 times more than you, then the biggest mistake you're making is thinking the platform's algorithms are serving as the gatekeeper when it's really you. But guess what? That's actually great news, because if you're the gatekeeper, you're also the key, so you can set yourself free. Action step 2, the 3-part unstuck plan. Here's how to go from creator curious to creator in motion. Starting this week, even with a full-time job, kids, a house to clean, and a brain full of open browser tabs. Step 1, pick your repeatable why. Not just why you want to grow, but why you want to do it this way now, out loud. Some examples. I want to build something of my own, ever or again. I want to show my kids or grandkids that it's never too late to start. I want to reconnect with what I love teaching, or I always wanted to teach. Write it down, post it, make it visible. Step 2, build a 3-video starter series. Not a channel, not a playlist, just a 3-video mini mission. Video 1, who I am and why I'm starting. Video 2, what I know that could help someone else. Video 3, what I'm learning along the way. These videos aren't just content, they're your launch pad, your proof, your creator identity coming alive, all without imposter syndrome rearing its ugly head. Step 3, declare your next upload day. Choose one of these 3 video types. Write it in your planner, even if the video isn't filmed yet, even if it's just going to be 1 minute, even if you're nervous, especially if you're nervous. Because when you schedule your next upload, you're not just planning content, you're planting belief. That's got to outweigh the nervousness. Every creator who's growing now started in the same place. Not ready, not perfect, but willing to keep going anyway. You're not behind, you're just overdue to believe in your own message. And if you do, every dumb mistake becomes a smart lesson. Every setback becomes a setup. And this version of you becomes the creator you were always meant to be. Let's keep going. You've got this. Here's the hidden bonus. Most creators don't fail because they're bad. They fail because they create without rules or structure. But you, especially if you're Gen X, you remember rules. You respect structure. You grew up knowing what happens when you ignore instructions, let's say, on a VHS box. YouTube is not punishing you. It just can't help you until it understands you. So stick to the basics, stick to the boundaries. Give YouTube a chance to figure you and your intended audience out. And before you know it, you'll have a loyal audience and a channel that purrs like Gizmo, not destroys your kitchen like Stripe. Here's the part nobody tells you, especially if you're over 40 and starting something new. The most powerful thing you can do on YouTube is to let people grow with you. Not after you've got it all figured out, not once the gear's perfect or the editing's clean, but right now as you build it in real time. That's not a weakness. That's your superpower. People don't connect to polish. They connect to progress. Bonus action step, the progress playlist. This week I want you to create something you probably never thought of before. A private playlist on your channel called My Progress, Watch Me Grow. And in that playlist, you'll add videos that feel like stepping stones, not showpieces. Here's how. 1, after every upload, ask yourself, did I learn something by doing this? If the answer is yes, even if the video didn't quote-unquote perform, add it to that playlist. Include it even if it's rough. Actually, especially if it's rough. Why? Because one day a subscriber's going to binge that playlist, and they're not going to see flaws. They're going to see themselves in your courage to keep going. This isn't just a playlist. It's a record of resilience. It's a message to yourself that done is better than doubted. Great example, diamond play button holder Jacksepticeye. 11 years ago, he created a video celebrating his first 1,500 subscribers. Rough, real, no special background or hardware or software. He never gave up, kept going, and today he's got over 30 million subscribers. And he's been a gentleman by not deleting or privating that video. When you look at that, you say to yourself, if he can do this, so can I. And it's true. Don't deprive people of that revelation that can change their lives too. Come on, Retro Renegade. So yes, avoid the mistakes, skip the fluff, ditch the trends that don't serve you. But don't you ever edit out your own growth, because that's not what makes you less ready. That's what makes you relatable, real, and ready for the right audience to finally find you. Let's go build that progress playlist. Let's go become the creator you were always meant to be, one imperfect upload at a time. YouTube can be sweet and full of potential, or it can be messy, destructive, and overwhelming. And the difference is how you treat the process. Follow the rules, respect the algorithm, be intentional with your content. Because you aren't too late, you're not too old. You just got to keep your mogwai fed properly. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Which gremlin mistake have you made before, and how are you fixing it now? Remember, the algorithm isn't a monster, it's just confused. Help it help you. But wait, my retro renegade, does YouTube SEO, or let's face it, the concept of SEO at all overwhelm you? Do you need to understand it? How well do you need to understand it? How hard or boring is it to understand it? Are you going to be a stranger in a strange land, or someone who beats the system and rises above it to be the winner in a kingly fashion? Well, let me assure you, we're going to take you from SEO zero to hero. And this hero's journey we're about to go on is too great to miss. Go from SEO rags to riches, Prince Akeem style, and enjoy the ride. All coming to America style. Don't you dare miss this video.